Hey there! Today we'll be talking on 7 reasons women don't like you. It's a tough pill to swallow, but sometimes women just aren't into you. It's not necessarily your fault, but there are some things you may be doing that are turning them off. It's important to remember that attraction is subjective and not everyone is going to be attracted to you. However, there are certain behaviors and traits that can be major turn-offs for many women. If you've been struggling with attracting women, it's worth taking a closer look at yourself and your behaviors. Are there any patterns or habits that might be turning women off? It can be difficult to confront these things, but it's an important step towards improving yourself and your relationships. In this video, we'll explore 7 common reasons why women might not like you. Some of these reasons may be obvious, while others might be more subtle. However, all of them are worth considering if you're looking to improve your dating life. So, whether you're looking for a serious relationship or just trying to meet new people, keep watching to learn more about what might be holding you back from attracting the women you want. 1. Lack of confidence. Absolutely. Confidence is often cited as one of the most attractive traits in a person. It signals to others that you're comfortable in your own skin and capable of handling challenges. It's not surprising that many women are drawn to confident men. However, it's important to understand that there's a difference between confidence and arrogance. While confidence can be attractive, arrogance can be a major turn-off. Arrogance is characterized by a sense of superiority, entitlement, and a lack of empathy towards others. This kind of behavior can come across as overbearing and self-centered. On the other hand, true confidence is based on a sense of self-worth and self-respect. It's the ability to believe in yourself and your abilities, without feeling the need to put others down or assert your dominance. Confident people tend to be more relaxed and easier going, which can be attractive to others. If you struggle with confidence, there are a few things you can do to improve. Start by focusing on your strengths and accomplishments. Make a list of things you're proud of and remind yourself of them often. Practice positive self-talk and try to avoid negative self-criticism. Additionally, it's important to take care of yourself physically and mentally. Exercise regularly, eat a healthy diet, and get enough sleep. These things can all help improve your mood and overall sense of well-being, which can in turn boost your confidence. Remember, confidence is a mindset that can be developed and improved over time. It's not something that you either have or don't have. With practice and effort, you can become a more confident and attractive person. 2. Poor hygiene. Personal hygiene is another important factor that can impact how others perceive you, including women. Good hygiene practices show that you take care of yourself, respect your body, and have a basic understanding of social norms. If you neglect your hygiene, it can send a message that you don't care about yourself or your appearance, and that can be a turn-off for many women. Poor hygiene can include things like bad breath, body odor, unkempt hair or facial hair, dirty fingernails, or visibly stained or dirty clothing. To improve your hygiene, start by making sure you're taking care of the basics. Shower or bathe regularly, use soap and shampoo, and brush your teeth at least twice a day. Use deodorant or antiperspirant to manage body odor, and keep your nails trimmed and clean. When it comes to clothing, it's important to wear clean, well-fitting clothes that are appropriate for the occasion. This doesn't mean you need to spend a lot of money on designer clothes, but you should make an effort to present yourself in a neat and tidy manner. If you're not sure where to start, consider asking a friend or family member for their honest opinion. They may be able to provide feedback on areas where you could improve your hygiene routine. Remember, personal hygiene is a basic part of self-care that can have a big impact on how others perceive you. By taking care of yourself and paying attention to the small details, you can show women that you're a responsible, put-together person who takes pride in themselves. 3. Arrogance. Confidence is great, but arrogance is not. If you come across as overly self-important, women will be turned off. No one likes someone who thinks they're better than everyone else. It's important to be humble and treat everyone with respect. Arrogant behavior is characterized by a sense of superiority or entitlement, often accompanied by a dismissive or condescending attitude towards others. Arrogant behavior can manifest in a variety of ways. It might involve interrupting or talking over others, belittling or insulting others, or refusing to listen to different perspectives. Arrogant people may also have an inflated sense of their own importance, believing that their opinions or ideas are always the best. Arrogance can be particularly unattractive because it signals a lack of empathy and an unwillingness to consider the feelings or perspectives of others. It can also be a sign of insecurity, as people who feel the need to assert their superiority over others may be compensating for their own insecurities or weaknesses. If you're concerned that you may come across as arrogant, it's important to start by examining your own behavior and attitudes. Do you frequently interrupt others or dismiss their opinions? Do you struggle to admit when you're wrong or apologize for your mistakes? These can be signs of arrogance that you may need to work on. To overcome arrogance, it's important to focus on developing empathy and a sense of humility. This might involve practicing active listening, showing genuine interest in other people's perspectives, and being open to feedback and criticism. It can also be helpful to focus on building a strong sense of self-esteem that isn't dependent on putting others down or asserting your superiority. Remember, no one is perfect, and everyone has room for growth and improvement. By focusing on developing empathy and humility, you can overcome arrogance and become a more attractive partner for women. 4. Lack of ambition. Lack of ambition can be a major turn-off for many women. Ambition is defined as having a strong desire to achieve something, often something that requires hard work and dedication. It can be related to career goals, personal aspirations, or a desire to make a positive impact on the world. When someone lacks ambition, it can signal that they're not interested in pursuing their passions or pushing themselves to achieve their full potential. This can be a major turnoff for women who are looking for a partner who is motivated, driven, and passionate about their goals. If you feel like you lack ambition, there are a few things you can do to work on this. Start by thinking about your long-term goals and aspirations. What are the things you're truly passionate about? What kind of impact do you want to make in the world? Once you have a better understanding of your own ambitions, you can start taking concrete steps towards achieving them. This might involve pursuing further education or training, seeking out mentorship or guidance from someone in your desired field, or setting smaller goals that help you build momentum towards your larger aspirations. Remember, it's never too late to start pursuing your dreams and working towards a more fulfilling life. By demonstrating a sense of ambition and drive, you can show women that you're someone who is passionate about their goals and willing to work hard to achieve them. This can be a highly attractive trait, as it signals that you're someone who is motivated and committed to personal growth and success. 5. Poor communication skills. Communication is key in any relationship, and if you're not good at it, it can be a major turn-off. This includes listening as well as talking. If you're not paying attention or talking over someone, it can make them feel unheard and unimportant. Remember to be an active listener and show interest in what others have to say. Poor communication skills can be a major barrier to building connections with women. Effective communication is essential for establishing rapport, building trust, and expressing your thoughts and feelings clearly. One common communication issue is interrupting or talking over others. This can signal that you're not interested in what the other person is saying or that you think your own opinions are more important. It can be frustrating and discouraging for women who are trying to engage in conversation with you. Another issue is not being able to listen actively. Active listening means paying attention to the speaker, responding appropriately, and showing that you understand what they're saying. It's important to give your full attention to the person you're speaking with and avoid distractions like your phone or other people in the room. Finally, some people struggle with expressing themselves clearly and effectively. This can lead to misunderstandings and miscommunications, which can be frustrating for everyone involved. If you struggle with this, it may be helpful to practice expressing yourself in writing or in front of a mirror to help you become more comfortable with communicating your thoughts and feelings. Improving your communication skills can take time and effort, but it's an important step towards building meaningful connections with others. Start by focusing on active listening and being present in conversations. Practice expressing yourself clearly and concisely, and work on avoiding interrupting others. With practice, you can become a more effective communicator and improve your relationships with women. 6. Being too pushy. No means no. If a woman isn't interested, it's important to respect her boundaries. Being too pushy or aggressive can make women feel uncomfortable and unsafe. It's important to read social cues and understand when someone isn't interested. Being too pushy can be a major turnoff for women. Pushy behavior is characterized by a persistent and often aggressive pursuit of someone's attention or affection, even when they've made it clear that they're not interested. Pushy behavior can take many forms, from sending excessive texts or messages to showing up unannounced at someone's home or workplace. It can also involve ignoring boundaries or disregarding someone's feelings or preferences. Being too pushy can be particularly unattractive because it signals a lack of respect for the other person's autonomy and boundaries. It can also be a sign of desperation or neediness, which can be a major turn-off for many women. If you're concerned that you may be too pushy, it's important to start by examining your own behavior and attitudes. Are you sending multiple messages or calling frequently, even when the other person hasn't responded? Are you showing up unannounced or making plans without checking in first? These can all be signs of pushy behavior that you may need to address. To overcome pushy behavior, it's important to focus on respecting the other person's boundaries and autonomy. This might involve setting clear boundaries and sticking to them, such as only contacting someone during certain hours or waiting for them to respond before sending another message. It can also be helpful to practice active listening and paying attention to the other person's verbal and nonverbal cues, so that you can respond appropriately to their needs and preferences. Remember, building a relationship takes time and effort, and it's important to respect the other person's pace and preferences. By focusing on building a respectful and mutually fulfilling relationship, you can overcome pushy behavior and become a more attractive partner for women. 7. Lack of emotional intelligence. Lack of emotional intelligence can be a major turnoff for women. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage one's own emotions, as well as the emotions of others. It involves skills such as empathy, active listening, and effective communication. When someone lacks emotional intelligence, it can be difficult for them to navigate relationships in a healthy and fulfilling way. They may struggle to understand their own emotions or communicate them effectively, which can lead to misunderstandings or conflicts. They may also struggle to understand the emotions of others, which can lead to a lack of empathy or insensitivity. A lack of emotional intelligence can be particularly unattractive because it signals a lack of maturity and self-awareness. It can also make it difficult to form deep and meaningful connections with others, which is a key aspect of a healthy and fulfilling relationship. If you're concerned that you may lack emotional intelligence, there are a few things you can do to work on this. Start by practicing self-awareness and paying attention to your own emotions and reactions. Try to identify patterns in your behavior and emotions, and think about how you can manage them in a healthy and constructive way. It can also be helpful to practice active listening and empathy by making an effort to understand the emotions and perspectives of others. This might involve asking open-ended questions, reflecting back what the other person has said, and showing genuine interest in their experiences and feelings. Remember, emotional intelligence is a skill that can be developed with practice and effort. By focusing on developing your emotional intelligence, you can become a more empathetic and self-aware partner, which can be highly attractive to women. In conclusion, there are several reasons why women may not be attracted to you, and it's important to take the time to examine your behavior and attitudes to determine what may be causing this lack of attraction. From being too pushy to lacking emotional intelligence, there are many factors that can play a role in your success with women. If you're concerned that you may be struggling to attract women, it's important to start by focusing on self-improvement. This might involve working on your communication skills, developing your emotional intelligence, or cultivating a more positive and confident attitude. It's also important to remember that building relationships takes time and effort, and it's important to approach dating with patience and an open mind. By focusing on building a respectful and mutually fulfilling relationship, you can overcome many of the factors that may be limiting your success with women. Ultimately, attracting women is about being the best version of yourself and taking the time to develop the skills and qualities that make you an attractive and desirable partner. By focusing on self-improvement and building strong and healthy relationships, you can become the kind of person that women are naturally drawn to and enjoy the rewards of a fulfilling and satisfying romantic life. If you're struggling with attracting women, it may be time to take a closer look at yourself. Remember to be confident, take care of yourself, treat others with respect, have ambition, communicate effectively, respect boundaries, and have emotional intelligence. With a little effort and self-reflection, you can become the kind of person that women are attracted to. Good luck! If you find this video interesting, kindly like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell. Thanks for watching.